We're back. Oh my God. Hello. I'm back. Can you guys see us? Yes, you can see us. Okay, we're back. That was crazy.
Look, everybody's so happy. Look how happy they are.
Yeah, that's, well, of course they're happy.
Why?
I'm unhappy. Well, because this shit sucks. Every time, you know how it is.
Every
You've
time.
lived in LA for how long?
20 years.
20 years.
Whenever it rains, shit goes fucking crazy.
The internet is out.
Nobody can drive. You lose your fucking shit. The whole city floods.
Yeah, the internet is out for like most likely until tomorrow. Okay. Why do I have internet? Obviously, because I have the satellite. I have the all the fail saves. And the unfortunate problem is that the fail safe doesn't automatically start. It took a while. It took like 15 minutes for it to get completely started. But I'm back. We're back. And we're going to continue talking about what we were talking about. You got a tweet because that was super long, and you know how attention economy goes? I know. Hold on. I'll do it.
I love that this is a community here that everybody helps out. Okay, so it was now.
Talking about, should I say talking about how many times I said the N-word?
Yeah, just go for it.
I know people are going to fucking cancel me for it. I'm not going to say that. They'll cancel you for it. They'll be like, oh, you're making light of.
No, they won't. We did a whole game on higher learning.
All the wokes.
We did a whole.
All the wokes are gonna yell at you regardless.
We did a whole game on higher learning. When I get around a new person, like, you know, and they're non-black, I always ask because I want to know if the number that I have in my head is actually the number. We did a whole game on higher learning. We did Timothy Chalamet, Mark Wahlberg, Sydney Sweeney, Eminem.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg is like 85,000 plus N-words in his life. We did a whole game. We did a whole game on there. Everybody knows. Everybody's saying it's N-word gate.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Wahlberg did a hate crime.
So there it is. That's the game. That's the game. It was the game, the N-word game.
He did the N-word's a punctuation in Boston, said somebody in the chat. It's true. It's a filler word, like they're Chinese. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
In Chinese, like the is like literally the N-word with a soft A. Did you know that? Yeah.
I didn't know that. I actually did know that. You said that. I thought I knew. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
somebody said Mark Wahlberg
N-A-G-E.
easily has 100,000. But the thought words are in the chat. Can I give you a number? I'm going to give you a number. You're 34. You said you like rap.
I have no idea what it is, but go ahead.
I'm going to go 1,200.
1,200?
You think it's north or south? But you're also super fucking woke. So you haven't fucking said it in...
Oh, yeah, in decades.
In a long time. So I'm going to give you 1,200. I
don't know.
But you're into hip-hop, so let's go 15.
1,500?
2,000.
I think easy for sure. Because what I was gonna talk about was before we got blasted,
kicked off
into orbit. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Or do we have a blast off meme chat? Yeah, we didn't see.
Yeah, what's the Turkish rapper? I never heard him.
Oh, I got a Turkish rapper that has the N-word tattooed on him, and this actually ties into no, because it ties into the point that I was gonna make. Hold on.
People are saying, "What is your latest?"
What's the name of the guy?
Turkish rapper with the N-word. I don't want to.
Okay, give me a blast off meme. Benfero.
Benfero is his
He
name?
even came to America and he shot a music video in the hood. Like that's how his fascination.
Let me see this shit.
America. Yeah, see this him.
Is he black though?
No.
What's his background? I mean, he tanned up. He's Turkish?
He's Turkish.
Yeah.
There is I'll give you some fun facts about that in a second. Actually, fun facts, because Turkey did not, or the Ottoman Empire did not participate in chattel slavery ever. So,
Hokage of Westchester.
Hokage of Westchester. It's just Kyle. He has
Kyle Kalinske?
Yeah, he publicly has those bodies.
Kyle Kalinske went to the N-word.
Oh,
Kyle, I never heard that. Not Kyle.
No, Kyle is the man. He's dope, but never ask him who's hungry.
Oh, come on, Kyle, man. Come on, Kyle.
You don't know. No, I love Kyle.
Everybody
I've known
got
Kyle
it,
for
man.
I've known Kyle almost for like 20 years.
Crystal's husband.
Yes.
Kyle, come on, man.
I've known Kyle
But you know what though? If you look at the way Kyle runs the social media, you could tell Kyle got.
Oh yeah.
Kyle got that.
Oh yeah.
Fast.
But he's
you know
man.
what? I'm glad that I'm in the leftist circles now. I gotta go in. We gotta get this ship right. We gotta come in there because it's not. FD,
I mean, he doesn't anymore. Like he's a reformed. I'm just saying.
He's reformed. He's a reformed N-word user. We gotta get this ship right because it's a lot of people.
You're right.
Dark woke is a good. Somebody said dark woke, but Kyle is he's very aggressive with it. But somebody needs to come in here and shape shit up. Have you had Graham Plattner on the stream yet?
No, but I wanted to. I wanted to bring him on because I really want to understand where he's coming from, if you know what I mean.
So this is my thing. Just had a conversation. To me, Graham Plattner is pussy. And I'm just be honest with you. Just have the conversation.
Yeah.
I've seen him have the conversation with Pod Save America. I saw him. I think he went on Sam Cedar. He might have gone on them, Breaking Points. If you got the shit in your past, just talk to some black people about it. There's really a lot of solidarity that's being born out on the left, but there's still this thing that happens.
I agree.
That's this racial line and division where it doesn't seem like everything is all the same. I'm not talking about essentialism. I'm talking about community.
You want to see it? He doesn't delete it either.
Oh, come on, Kyle, man.
From 2011.
Come on, Kyle.
It's
what
like,
the fuck
that's why
is
everybody
Kyle
in
doing?
This, that's why everybody in this community knew immediately when I said the word hungry.
Kyle, could you at least delete it?
No. I think he does. It's a testament to like his, he's like apologized for it. Obviously, he doesn't do that, but he's saying like he doesn't delete it because I think he wants like people to know that, but not in a weird way, not in like a no, but more in like a I'm atoning for it, and I'm not gonna hide that I did this wrong thing kind of way.
All right, just take the take the shit off. Like we don't need.
Oh yeah,
I fuck with Kyle. No. I fuck with Kyle, but like to me, I look at this and I'm like, I don't get hung up over this shit anymore because I know everybody likes to be whatever. But I do like to make people uncomfortable by like talking about how many times they've said it. It's fun for me.
I'm super.
You don't give a
comfortable.
fuck.
Yeah.
You just say it all the time.
Yeah, all the time. It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
But no, I was so when I was growing up, as I was trying to explain earlier before we got banned, we didn't get banned, but we got destroyed by the internet because Mossad didn't want me revealing my background. So what happened is both myself and my brother and some other people that were in our orbit that were like really fascinated with American culture. What's American culture? It's black culture. There's no
black
American
culture is the biggest export. Yeah,
there's no American culture without black culture, right? So like we did not learn anything about the history or anything like that, and we would just we thought it was cool.
Y'all was little Saint lunatics in Turkey.
And the other side of this, the other
Band-Aid?
Yeah, so I wore a Nelly Band-Aid to school one time, but nobody fucking knows who Nelly is in Turkey. So they were like, "Do you have a zit that you're hiding?"
Right.
And I had to take it off in shame.
There you go.
And like by first grade, by first class, I was like, oh, yeah. I had the extent. I had the Echo Unlimited Dragon pants that had the dragon that went all the way.
It's too much.
Oh no,
it's too much.
Oh, I went all the way.
I question everything now.
I went all the way.
Yeah,
but to be fair, I did it in Turkey, not in America, so no one knew what the fuck it was. So as soon as
you got into America, you de-nigga-arized yourself. You was like, no more.
Yes. Not as soon. No.
What high school did you go to out here?
I didn't go to high school here.
Oh, okay. You went to high school in Turkey.
I went to college. College was my first time living in America.
What college?
University of Miami first.
Oh shit.
And then after University of Miami, Rutgers. And it was my sophomore year where I had a black friend who pulled me aside and was like, no, literally, he pulled me aside and was like, listen, I know you're a little foreign. Because at this point, I'm like 2 years in.
I'll tell you how this conversation.
I'm 2 years in.
This conversation happened. This was the conversation. I'm ready. Hey, Hasan, I know you're not from around here.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to fuck you up. Chill. Let's go to the calf and eat.
I think it was more like he just like he really liked me and he didn't want to like defend that to his friends. You know what I mean? Where he was like, this is not good. This is like very hurtful
Right.
what you're doing. And I straight up was like, oh, okay. And then I never said it again. I was like, that's it. All right. Well, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. It was very embarrassing at first because like I didn't realize, you know what I mean? And then I moved on from it.
Is this documented anywhere? Your tape's gonna drop? Because if the tapes, if they was gonna come out, they probably would have got you last year at the height of everything.
Last year, I've had Nazis up my ass for the last 10 years. They were got me a long time ago. No, there's no N-word tapes at all. Okay. But that's because that's like many years past that point. Right. You know, I was already.
What was your biggest surprise, shock about America? Like when you got here, what were you most?
Oh my
surprised about?
God, I was fascinated by America. Mm-hmm. Like I was one of those guys. I was a Marabou. You know what a weeb is? Like a weebo?
A weeb or a Koreaboo
for Japan.
Or Koreaboo.
Yeah,
the Koreaboos are
so I call myself a Marabou.
Right.
So I grew up like being fascinated by America, being like, oh, one day I'm going to go there. It's the land of dreams. Like, you know, I'm going to have all this stuff. I'm going to go to a grocery store. When I would visit America, there were like, you know, grocery stores that I would love going to, like CVS and Walmart. Cause I was like, look at all the brands. Like it's crazy. There's like 35 different brands of Oreo flavors.
So you were attracted to America's capitalism.
Oh, 100%.
How fucking fascinating.
Yeah, but that's how it is for most foreign people.
I would imagine.
So, because like I have French friends, and when they visit, they love going to Trader Joe's. That's their number one spot. A lot of people outside of America think Trader Joe's is the shit. They will literally buy the Trader Joe's tote bag because it's a flex.
Right. You're around there, he's like, oh shit, he got that new Trader Joe's shit.
Yeah.
He must be.
It's a flex. It's a flex in like France and all these other places where like, oh, you went to the United States of America and you went to a Trader Joe's. So, and we don't even think twice about Trader Joe's.
No.
Like, fuck,
what are you talking about?
Who gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's like that. It's the abundance of different things that you can buy, all the stuff, land of prosperity. The cultural export of Hollywood totally got me 100%. That was my dream. My dream was to come to America, to go to college in America, more than anything else. People would say, I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a cop. I want to be a fireman, whatever. I was like, I want to go to America.
When did you see the cracks?
When I came to America.
Like, do you remember like what it was?
First hospital bill was my wake up call. Yeah,
that'll do it.
I went to the hospital, and when I saw the bill, I was like, "What the fuck is this country?" Everything I knew was wrong. Like that was my wake up call because I was always anti-American foreign intervention. I grew up in Turkey, so like I'm on that side of the world. I see the negative impact of it, and many Turkish people are anti-America in that sense, right? But like coming to America, living here, having to go through the privatized healthcare system, and instantly I was like, this is the most fucked up thing I have ever experienced in my life. This is so unacceptable. And that was my first, that was my wake up call where I was like, okay, fuck the Oreos.
Yeah, fuck
this
that.
Shit is not,
fuck Trader Joe's.
This shit is not acceptable.
You know what's interesting is like a lot of people will say that like, they'll say I'm race obsessed. Like a lot of times people get upset. They say that I'm race obsessed.
Yeah, and white people say that probably.
White people say that. But you know what's funny? Some black people too. But you know what's funny about it? And I'll explain it like this, almost piggybacking on what you're saying. And so I grew up in South Louisiana, right? These people are the most American people you can get. The black people that raised me, my ancestral home is South Louisiana. These are the black people that love the soil where they're from. They understand the politics and the culture of where they're from. These are Americans, right? But my entire worldview is oriented around what they don't have.
Yeah.
Like, I was a kid, my big papa used to come in there and make me read the newspaper. I used to be like, man, I don't want to read the newspaper. What's going on? My daddy pulled me to the side. My daddy said, hey, well, you know something? Whenever it's time for you, whenever Papa asks you to read the newspaper, you need to read it. Like whenever Uncle Pete asks you to read the newspaper, you need to read it. It's like, why? He's like, they can't read. So they look at you, or they don't read as well. They look at you and they look at you and they go, you're 6 years old. This is like 86, and you can read through this whole thing. They feel like they have purpose. They feel like it's working. And that's very important. So don't you be too prideful to go in there and do all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But we would go to places. My daddy from Maryland, he passed away now. Like my daddy from Maryland, we would go places. We couldn't hunt without permission. We couldn't fish. We couldn't do all of this stuff. And I would look around. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And then slowly but surely, you learn about kind of condition and stuff like that. And so now, even though, you know, things are different and whatever's happened, I see that stuff everywhere and I just want to discuss it. I don't want to bum people out and make them feel, oh my God, but I want to fucking talk about it. Yeah. And fuck y'all, I'm going to keep talking about it. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't, you know, I'm not going to fucking stress you over that. What do you mean?
I know you won't. Yeah.
Give me a little bit more of that.
Oh, you want some more?
Yeah, a little bit more.
There you go.
I already ran out. I've been drinking. I was too much. No, can you save some for yourself?
I'm just saying you might get back. I don't want you to get back to the old N-word version with too much crown.
It's so far removed from my lexicon.
I'm aware. But what do you think about the state of the left? There's so many people on the left.
There are. I mean, the left is in a state of disarray as always. The left has never historically been able to get their shit together, with the exception of like combating fascism. Like there's always, if you look back at like left organizing throughout history, is always motherfuckers posting. Always.
Yeah.
Like Lenin and Luxembourg are corresponding with one another, but everybody there are so many different delineations and so many different like tendencies on the left, and it's virtually impossible to get everybody together to identify what the real problem is, or like under a broad anti-capitalist vision. And in that sense, it's no different than where we're at now. Maybe it's a more diluted version of that. The only time where the left ever actually gets together and is united is when they're fighting Nazis. That's it. There's no other when they're combating fascism.
Yeah.
There's no other like uniting principle. There's no like anti-capitalist umbrella that everybody gets under, where everyone is consistently arguing with one another and also considers it to be, with the exception of united fronts and popular fronts and things like that, they consider it to be like a good thing. Even they consider it to be a solid approach, because then that's how you, through that self-criticism, you arrive at like the purest form. And I don't think that's how human beings work. It's one of my biggest frustrations in the modern left.
My daddy used to call, my daddy said that I had dragon disease when I was a kid. And, you know, you would think that was something, you know, on your dick, but it's not. My daddy said that I had dragon disease. He said that like, what do knights do when they not slaying dragons? He would be like, what are you going to do when you're not slaying a dragon? He's like, you always got a cause. You always got something. And these weren't causes that like were just like always about social stuff. Sometimes these would be like, man, I got to make the baseball team. I got to make this. I'm always going. He was like, what do you do when there's not a cause? Like, how do you build just on a regular Saturday? He was like, it's not going to be a dragon there every time you need to get better. And then sometimes that's how people are. That's how people coalesce. They coalesce around things that breathe fire, and not just, around other people and shit.
Yeah. But as far as that goes, like, also liberalism is hegemonic. It is so domineering. Everyone, even like right wingers who are like, oh, fuck liberals or whatever, like they're still liberal in the political theory sense of the word. And
like liberal democracy types.
Yeah. Like they are
individual rights.
Yeah, they're liberal. They're liberal capitalist.
Right.
So that attitude is so the pro-capitalist attitude is so dogmatic that there is a big dragon there to slay, but yet people still find time to attack one another, even though that should be the highest priority.
But you can't see it though. So the deal is, we just looked at Marty Supreme, and I'm like, I want to go see Marty Supreme. You can't see it though, because everything is oriented around participation in that system. So it will be difficult. Like, it's difficult for like a shark to criticize the water.
Yeah, like there's no way to exit it. There's no way. That's why leftists will say like there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, because it's impossible. the phones that we have conflict minerals inside of them extracted in the Congo by children.
Yeah.
It's virtually impossible to have a completely ethical, sustainable mode of existence under international capitalism. And so sometimes people pick and choose, and they choose like what to attack, where they'll choose, because that is so prevailing and so domineering, people will just go, well, you're a Twitch streamer, you're on an Amazon-owned platform. It's like, okay, the alternative is virtually impossible. If my goal is outreach, if my goal is awareness, if my goal is to instill class consciousness in people, I can't, design my own platform, because the platform that I would design would run into still that exact same issue, which would still have to rely on AWS, Amazon Web Service,
the cameras, the computers.
Yeah, it's still
chips.
Amazon. It's just like virtually impossible.
The rare earth minerals, and all of this stuff, and all. Yeah.
So I try to explain to people like that you have to work within the confines of availability. You have to organize around. You have to organize around best principles. Do what's right. Try to do your very best. To put your best foot forward, but then also simultaneously understand that like the people that you're talking to are not going to immediately assume that you're morally righteous, and you have to be more understanding of their background, of their social conditioning. I think one of the big problems with the left is we very quickly cast aside people who might actually be people who might actually become open-minded, people who might actually change their minds. The Purity Fetish and the Crisis of Western Marxism.
I wanted to plug a book.
Okay.
Because somebody plugged it on Sam Cedar's show, and then I read it. It's actually more of like a little pamphlet. Talks about exactly that. Give it a read. Give it a read, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. Can I say something else?
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you think about not making a moral argument?
How many times do you think Sam Cedar said that word?
Sam Cedar?
Yeah.
So Sam's he's nearly 60. So Sam's nearly 60. He was an actor for a long time. Grew up in the city of New York, which I said on the thing. I'm going to give Sam Cedar.
I cannot see the words coming out of his mouth, to be fair. I can't.
Because I can't either, bro. And it's weird because, like, the only words I hear when I see Sam Cedar is Social Security, the way he says it. But he grew up in the city of New York.
No,
did he not?
He grew up in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Oh shit! No.
How many
Sam,
bodies is that?
Sam,
How many bodies is that?
Sam, Worcester, Mass. Sam, at his age, we gotta put Sam at 5.
5K?
5K. Oof. But he hasn't said it in a long time. He got to 5K. So we gotta put Sam at 5K.
Does it get deleted after like a decade? Is there like a
your wholeness can be deleted if you was a hoe all the way up to 25 and then you stop for 10 years? You're pretty good. Yeah, I think he's good. But you got to think of these rooms.
I didn't even ask that for Sam. I was asking for myself, really.
I got to put...
It's been 2 decades, so I'm good. The statute of limitation is out.
let me ask you this. Do you think that it makes more sense to make an efficiency argument over a moral argument? Let me tell you what I mean. So, my morals are... I look at things in a very distinct way. But I'm a bleeding heart though. So I like walk by people on the street that are having a tough time, and I get like sad.
Yeah.
And then I sit in the car and I think, why that person? Or something happens, I see a kid that's sick, and I go, who makes the decision from a universe standpoint that kid has to live their life with leukemia? And I get all down, and it lasts for a long time, and all of that shit, right? So I get that I'm sensitive in a way. Not more moral, but that things affect me in a way that they don't affect other people, because I'm not about to moralize with anyone. But healthcare, the idea that you should not have to go broke because you get sick, I just don't think that there are that many Americans that are on the other side of that issue. I think that they are getting politically whipped into shape by a lot of different things. But I just think if you sit down and you ask someone, fuck the right to freedom, the right to healthcare, the right to housing, the right to all of those things, I believe those to be moral issues. But if you just ask the majority of people, do you think that your country is working right if you go broke because you got sick? And I don't know how to make that case to people without coming off like a bleeding heart or moralizing to them or getting to the point to where you're such
there's
a sore
there's
thumb.
definitely an efficiency argument. Bernie tried to identify it as well. The way I tackle it is this is a middleman that is expensive. That
Somebody
is
said, or your
costly.
kids get sick. That's even, for sure.
Yeah, no. The whole point of it is it goes back to profiteering.
Right.
This entire industry does not need to exist. And it doesn't exist in many other countries, or is very limited in many other countries where it's heavily regulated by the government. So the entire industry of private healthcare is an industry that is an unnecessary middleman that is unimaginably costly, and it has no investment or interest
But driving up your prices.
in lowering prices.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's driving up your prices.
So it's just driving up the prices. And not only is it driving up the prices, how is it making money?
Mhm.
It's making money by denying you healthcare.
Right.
So when you explain it to people, like, it's making money by taking money from you and then refusing to pay it back when you need it the most. So when you explain it to people like that, if you want to make like a more logical argument, that is the argument you can utilize. I think at the end of the day, though, there's a lot of people who they get duped by the
Certainly.
overwhelming amount of propaganda in this front.
Right.
And they get duped in a way that doesn't suit their best interest. They start advocating for things that actually harm them. And this is another, like, this is even more universal than I think describing to people how white supremacy hurts white people too. Like, because this is just directly something that you can see when your grandparents have cancer and they're calling up, and in their final days, they have to call up the insurance company to make sure that they're not like leaving on debt for the rest of the family. Like, you very quickly realize there's a radicalizing moment for a lot of people. But in the absence of any serious movement in that direction from liberals, which is the left flank of the two major parties, and in the absence of that coming from the right, of course, they're never going to do that.
They're anti it.
Yeah, they're objectively against it. People don't even have the audacity to dream in that direction. They don't even think about it. They don't even think about a world where, like, there is one of the two major parties that's like unironically advocating for that. So that's why I'm pretty critical of the Democrats as well in that front.
Well, you have to be. I mean, you have to be critical about corporate capture wherever it exists.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. And that is, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I love my podcast is Higher Learning. It's not my podcast, it's our podcast. Beautiful, brilliant black woman named Rachel Lindsay co-hosts the podcast with me. But if it's one thing that my podcast listeners, our podcast listeners, is two people that are the hosts of the podcast, do not like, they don't like criticism of the Democrats, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
And the older I get,
people hate me for that too.
the older I get, the more I'm just like, listen, I want to have a discussion about corporate capture, about failed foreign policy, about things that have existed so much longer than you. And in order to have that conversation, man, it's got to be all inclusive. By the way, I came up with a backstory for him.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. So this is Bernard Claus.
Bernard Claus.
This is Bernard Claus.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened. He started dancing.
Yeah, he knows you're talking about him.
He started dancing. Bernard started dancing. This is Bernard Claus.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is what happened. 1976,
Okay.
Santa was in a real bad situation. 1976, Santa and Mrs. Claus were on the outs. Santa started drinking, a little Ripple, a little Taylor Port wine, and it came down to a point to where Santa actually wasn't up to delivering the gifts.
Yeah.
Mrs.
Drunk driving.
He wasn't going to do it. Now, Mrs. Claus, she was mad. She wasn't even in the North Pole. She was in Anguilla, right? She was in Anguilla chilling with her girls. She was like, fuck Santa. Really. She was like, I saw Santa write a letter to Farrah Fawcett. Farrah Fawcett wrote a letter to Santa. Santa's beard is so luxurious, Farrah Fawcett said. I'm not dealing with that. I'm Mrs. Claus. I'm the fuck out of here. I don't have to deal with this motherfucker. So she's in Anguilla with her girls. Santa gets fucked up, can't delivers the gifts. There is one of Santa's homeboys who hangs out with Santa all the time. They knew each other from back in the day, Bernard. Bernard is like, I can't let the little kids in Harlem and Baton Rouge not deliver the gifts.
Yeah.
So Bernard Claus This guy right here dresses up and delivers the gifts to all of the kids in 1976. He comes back to the North Pole. Santa looks at him. Santa says, Bernard, you saved Christmas. You saved Christmas. What do you want? Bernard says, I want your most important assignment. Fast forward, Santa says, Bernard, there's one dude out there that's doing really good work. They continue to attack him. They try to get at him. I want you to spread Christmas cheer in his house.
There's this young Muslim boy who has 1,200 to 1,500 N-words in his in his history.
Bernard said, okay, Santa, where does he live? Santa said, L.A. He said, I'm done. So that's Bernard Claus right there, and his job is to be Christmas cheer for you, handpicked by Santa. That's the backstory right there.
I love that. Thank you. That's a much better one than the way I presented it initially, where I was like I was selling Black Santa on an auction. There's a much better lore for this. Okay, when people ask, I'm gonna say that.
It's Bernard. That's Benny. You can call him Benny, Bernie, whatever you want to call him. That's Bernard Claus back there.
Yeah, he's dancing, so he likes it. It's canon. It's
Somebody
real.
said, don't let Tyler Perry see this. Leave Tyler alone, man.
Okay. This was you doing the
I can look
wait, hold on.
at a white
can't hear
person,
it, but they can hear
and
it.
I can
The N-word game?
Yeah.
guess how many times in their life that they've said the N-word. Donnie's going to throw some celebrities out at me, and then I'm going to guess their number.
Quite the names on this list.
Yeah, Donnie?
Yeah.
Go for it.
First one, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh. Wait, what did you say? Oh. And what did you say?
Sydney Sweeney.
Unlimited.
Sydney Sweeney is up there.
No, it's up there. It's unlimited.
But you have to also say that she's only 29, right? So she hasn't had that much time on the earth to say
okay,
that
but
many
she's
N-words.
still saying it probably.
She probably still dipping into the bag of N-words, man.
Yeah, every now and then when everyone's like, yelling at her in this last
what
pivot.
if Sydney Sweeney like hit you up and wanted to go out? Would you go out with her? You're a young man about town. Would you go out with Sydney Sweeney? Would Hasan go out with Sydney Sweeney?
Would I save Sydney Sweeney from Scooter Braun? I mean, it would be for the public good.
It would be part of public good.
It would be
but you would
for-
have to do it. See, you know what I knew?
What?
People think you're an activist, but I know what you are. You a sacktivist.
What does that mean?
You're a sacktivist. I know a lot of these sacktivists out here
Listen.
trying to get a sacktivist
Listen,
is what you are.
For me, I'm Turkish.
Right.
So when I see someone, like I always say this, but someone of the blonde hair, blue eye variety is exotic for me.
That's exotic. Oh, that is
Yeah, because
exotic.
there's not that many blonde haired, blue eyed Turkish people out there.
Turkish women bad though.
Yeah, there's definitely some. Oh yeah, and Dua Lipa as an
she
extension.
Turkish?
No,
But yeah, I thought she was Albanian.
she's Albanian,
Yeah,
but we claim that.
Oh, okay.
We claim that because we
Dance the night.
dominated those lands for many years.
Dua Lipa was the victim of racism to me.
Wait, really?
2 songs came from the Barbie soundtrack. One is Dua Lipa, Dance the Night. The other one is What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish. This is no shot to Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is dope.
Oh, Billy's woke. Yeah,
Billy's dope as hell. Man, Dance the Night is way better than What Was I Made For, bro. I feel like they took it from Dua Lipa, man. I'm a Dua Lipa lover. I'm a Dua Lipa stan. Dance the Night, I listen to it all the time. I make my homies listen to it.
yeah. She's great. That's all I gotta say about Dua Lipa. I'm not a pervert. I'm Turkish. Okay, chatter, calm down. Calm down. I'm just explaining. Okay, so how many?
Sydney Sweeney,
Let's
she
see.
is nearly 30 years old. So the age in this situation lowers the amount of time that she's
I
active.
like that we went from you calling out Kanye to you guessing how many times white celebrities did the N word.
Doing a
Say the
capitalism
N-word,
word.
Okay.
She has that much time on the planet to get her N-word count all the way up. However, there is something else to consider with Sydney Sweeney, and this is a right-leaning, MAGA-adjacent personality. So I would normally give somebody with Sydney Sweeney's profile 1,300 N-words,
Jesus.
but because of that stuff, I gotta go up to 1,500.
You gave her the same amount as me?
Yeah.
You think
But
me
the
and
hip hop
Sydney-
thing, but she's not into hip hop. The hip hop
That
thing, and by the
doesn't
way,
matter.
when we do the N-word game, we we're not deciphering the ER from the A.
Yeah, no,
Hers is probably ERs. So
that's way more.
So if we was going, if we was, we not
no, there's a
splitting them
disparity.
apart. We're not splitting them apart. The A's, we're not splitting them apart. Hers is probably
reverse.
ER.
This is the reverse
Mark
racism.
Wahlberg's with some ER.
This is the reverse racism. This is the crack cocaine to cocaine sentencing disparity, but for whites. The ER is way higher.
The ER is a much worse thing. People were like, you should make the determination.
Needs to count for a 3.
But the ER is obviously, but in this situation, when I hear the N-word, period, it don't matter. But like, if it's not coming from somebody, but in her situation, these are probably all ERs. Now, the next celebrity that we do, his are probably A's, but he said it a lot more time.
Yeah, I think she probably has said it way more than 1,500.
Give her an extra 400. Okay. Donnie, next one.
Timothée Chalamet.
I'm excited about this one.
Okay. The fact that you grew up in New York, in the city of New York as a white person, establishes a baseline of 500 N-words.
We went up.
Then the fact that he loves hip hop, I'm going to give him another 1,000 N-words.
Oh, that's right. So you're counting like sing along as well.
Sing
in the
along
car,
every time you've done it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
every time you've done it, man.
I get it.
Every single time you've done it.
Oh yeah,
And
sing along in the car. That's why you said like, oh, he likes rap music. Is like that's the reason.
So we did this, and that rap video that he just put out hadn't come out yet. So we were low. That rap video hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, that lowballed it.
You've met Timothy, I'm sure.
No, I have never met him. I think he's very cool though.
He's kind of cool.
He seems chill.
He's pushing it.
Because he was. you think he's
pushing it.
He's
He cool. He cool.
He's
I
peaking.
fuck with him, but he pushing it though.
I see what you mean by that.
Yeah, it's like just be cool. You know who cool? Leonardo DiCaprio.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, why he not cool?
Why
you don't fuck with Leo?
For me,
Chicks, you're not fucking with it.
That's one
They too
aspect of
young?
it. I think it's weird. I do find that to be weird a little bit because it's like, bro, come on, you look like Jack Nicholson now. You know what I mean? At a certain point, you have to expand. You can't do 25 and under. You have to do like 35 and under.
Okay, so
you know
like,
what I mean?
well, I can see this,
but that's not the only reason he bought. He did. He's a great actor. 100%.
What did he do? I don't know about the things that's happening.
No, he one battle after another comes out, and I'm stoked to watch it. And then he revealed that he bought a hotel in Israel like only a couple months ago, and it's supposed to be like this green hotel in Israel, and that's like super sketch to me. When you're like, it's the Quentin Tarantino thing, you know?
Oh, okay.
It's
So
like,
you're
why
just
the fuck would you? Why would you be like, oh, 2 years into a genocide, now is my opportunity to go
like go buy
help
low.
the Israeli economy,
Right.
You know?
I did not know that. That's not.
So it was
that's
weird.
that's suboptimal, people.
It was weird already. Like the young girls was weird already to begin with, but then that for me was like, oh come on, dude. That's like what
you
the
doing?
fuck are you doing? Yeah,
What are you doing? Yeah,
yeah.
it's tough.
I guess it's more like, and I know chatters will get mad at me for saying this, but it's almost like I can excuse the misogyny, but that's like
You can excuse it.
I can't. But
Oh,
I'm
daddy.
But the joke is that compounded on top of it because I thought that was weird
Is
already.
it misogyny to have sex with young women? It's creepy.
It's creepy. It's weird.
It's weird.
It's
You would
weird.
think that.
Like I don't know. I'm 34 and
What's
like,
the youngest girl you would date?
what's the youngest girl I would date?
What's the youngest? What's the age cutoff?
Is 25 plus.
25 plus. That makes sense.
Because I feel like
What's the youngest girl you could date?
even
we
if
haven't
you're-
even talked about Epstein, by the way.
But here's the thing,
Is he on the chat?
and I wonder if you will agree with me on this because you're a boomer like I am. This is
old.
Unk Talk. This is Unk Talk.
Yeah.
Zoomers always do age gap discourse like crazy, where they'll be like, "Oh my god, this person was
We got
20."
kids at the office that said a 29-year-old shouldn't date a 23-year-old. Relax.
Yeah, so there's that aspect of it, but from what I think it's situational first and foremost. But I have one principle that I stand on, which is once a lady is 25 years old and their prefrontal cortex is developed, at that point it's not like you can't say that there's age gap discourse of a 25-year-old woman and an 89-year-old man. If anything, the 25-year-old woman it knows exactly what they're doing with an 89-year-old
So
man.
you're saying 25, after 25, we gravy. Everything's cool.
Yeah.
So, but and Leo is like obviously some of these girls,
and he's
are-
doing under 25,
Yeah,
like
he's doing, like-
deliberately, which
yeah.
I think is very weird.
That's tough.
I find that to be strange because it's like, what are you guys going to talk about?
yeah.
What
Yeah.
are you talking to her about?
You know what kind of question though? It's like that. If we're gonna set the discourse or set the terms, like what are people gonna talk about? Is always a weird. Well, they talk about whatever, right? Like they can talk about whatever.
I know, but it's like, would you be, as an 89-year-old, would you be friends with like an 18-year-old, like in the same, if you're not attracted to men and you're, hanging out with a guy, like that'd be strange. Like what kind of conversation? The relationship at that point would be like, oh, I'm giving you advice.
Oh,
right?
I see. Yeah. It's more paternal thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, that's kind of the principle I apply, but it's not a, love is complicated. It is definitely still situational.
Yeah.
It's never like a
Bill
a
Belichick is in love.
standard. Okay.
Bill Belichick is in love. That's real love.
That's cool. Where is this going? I have no idea. I don't know anything about Bill Belichick.
Do you know who that is?
Oh,
Bill
Bill
Belichick.
Belichick. Yes.
Do you watch? You watch football? You a football fan?
Not really, no.
What
I
sports
didn't-
are you into?
I
Basketball?
don't really. I mean, I kind of am into basketball, but like, I don't even have a team. Like, I love LeBron. I definitely, people accuse me of dick riding LeBron, but I think that's like,
People are saying you don't watch sports.
yeah, I don't really watch sports. No, I watch a lot
Now
of
listen.
anime.
Now, can I tell you something? If we're gonna do this whole Joe Rogan of the left thing,
Yeah, you got to watch sports.
we gotta get you at some MMA events.
No, for sure.
MMA. So you do MMA first, right? I don't know if you saw Andrew Tate just got the shit kicked out of him, right? It was weird.
It's
I don't
funny.
know why. Like he got his
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, he's
fucked
40,
up. Yeah, he's old, right?
and so
But-
did Jake Paul.
Yeah, but
But with the
I'm
Anthony
gonna be
Joshua,
honest with you. I'm gonna give Jake Paul
fucking
credit for that. Like he
Yeah,
like
Anthony
stepping in the ring
Joshua is a
with Anthony
fucking
Joshua. Just
demon.
Anthony Joshua, you could tell Anthony Joshua was annoyed with Jake Paul when he
Yeah.
hit him with that right. But if I box, so anybody that boxes, to see somebody get in the ring with the heavyweight champion of the world, you say whatever the fuck you want to say about Jake Paul, that took nuts. So whatever. But you got to go MMA and then football. That's it. You don't even need no other sports. MMA, football. You gonna start going out. We're gonna get Dana on the phone.
I don't
You're
even
gonna
know
come
the
out there.
rules of football. I watch MMA sometimes. Like, I watch the fights every now and then.
Yeah.
But I'm not like a big MMA fan in general.
I'm not either.
But the problem with MMA is, I feel like the more people survive in MMA and have a career, the more they get hit in the head. And the same with football. And the more they get hit in the head, the more right wing they become.
Yeah. But those are right wing coded sports though.
Yeah.
Like those are right wing coded sports. Most
Except
of
for
people,
the Peyton Talbot.
I don't know what that is.
He was dating allegedly Frank Ocean, and he cooks.
Oh, daddy.
Yeah, he was. He's a fighter, and he's pretty decent. And he was allegedly dating Frank Ocean.
Oh,
is
if
what
you
people-
guys, my man Philly Fresh, UFC, he is like a black guy. He's cool. In the
Philly
UFC.
Fresh?
Philly Fresh in the UFC. But I don't watch the MMA too much. But if you're gonna be out there, you're gonna do the thing. You got to do the MMA.
I also feel like Dana White probably fucking, if he knows who I am, he probably hates me. He might. I know all of his boys, like all the Nelk boys and shit. I know them, so I feel like he would not be a fan.
Dana White,
Yeah,
he's pretty hardcore.
he's
Trump.
God, he's everything.
How did Trump get all of the podcasters with the biggest audiences? Why do you think that happened?
I mean, it's a natural. Trump has clout. He's telegenic. He's gonna go on these podcasts, and a lot of these podcasts, and I know a lot of them. They care about the clout. They care about the attention that they get. So it is a mutually beneficial relationship for them. But that's why you saw so many of them drop out fairly early on, even where they were like, "Oh, this is not what I voted for."
Yeah, a lot of them now.
Yeah,
It's the funniest one to watch now. Tim Dillon is in full revolt. Everybody else is eating around the edges of it. The flagrant guys are eating around the edges of it. Rogan is eating around the edges of it. Theo Vaughn is eating around the edges of it. Tim Dillon is in full revolt.
yeah.
Like for whatever he has had.
Well, Schultz
enough.
too. Schultz like pulled the the rip cord. Andrew Schultz.
Oh yeah, Schultz. I know
Yeah.
Schultz for a long time.
Yeah, he pulled the exit cord. Damn, they're calling you out. They said Andrew was your boy van. Good that they're saying Andrew was your boy. Because now they're not yelling at me.
I've known Andrew for a long time, and I'll talk about the fact that Andrew is one of the people that doesn't like to be talked to like he's stupid. I do think he was gullible to fall for what the Trump shit was. I do think he was gullible as fuck as far as that.
No, I know Andrew very well too. That's why I'm happy that they're
he
on
doesn't
your
like
shit.
to be. He doesn't like to be talked to like he's stupid. Yeah, so there it is.
You know what I think? Tell me if I'm wrong on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andrew Schultz falls into the trap of being a white dude who is maybe a little too comfortable. Around black people.
Okay.
Where he says certain stuff because he has a show with Charlemagne, where I think people get mad about that. Where they're like, it comes from, like, it moves beyond a sense of comfort, but for the outside audience, they think like you shouldn't be talking like that.
I don't know that it has that much to do with Charlemagne. I think that what it really is that.
But he thinks he's valid. He thinks he's like connected.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how he came up. He came up like in proximity to Charlemagne and to all of these other black comics and stuff like that. And I think, what the hell is happening?
I'm getting a drink.
Oh, okay. I think that sometimes that gets in his head or whatever. But like when Andrew's really white. He's like really, really.
Yeah, he even had the fucking Luftwaffe haircut, like a airplane pilot in 1938.
But not
Germany.
so to the point, in my opinion, to where he is going to support a bad idea when he knows it's a bad idea. And I will give him credit for that. Like, I think all the biases and all that, people can see that, but he's not going to support a bad idea when he knows it's a bad idea. But they've had other problems on Flagrant recently. There was a whole uproar.
I didn't even know what happened with Akash. I mean, I've been on Flagrant, but I didn't pay attention to it. But apparently that was like a big deal. Like, people are calling him a cuck or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I asked if he wanted to drink something, chat. Calm down.
Yeah, he didn't give me like.
Don't.
He didn't give me no drinks.
I said,
man.
do you want something? He said nothing.
He didn't give me no drinks.
Do you want something to drink?
Yeah. Well, what is this? What is it?
I got
what it is.
Diet Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
Blackberry.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I have a cream one too, cream soda one too. Also Diet Dr. Pepper.
Racist ass Diet Blackberry. No, I have some. They say you're starving me out. I want to try Diet Blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Okay, I got you.
Notice how the soda I bought wasn't diet at all. Look at the chat.
You don't drink Diet?
How many people are in this chat right now?
There's only like 20,000.
20,000 people in the chat.
Because we went offline.
So how many people? What's the
like
most amount of people
10,000.
you ever had in the
like,
chat?
314,000.
When was that?
This last election.
And they were coming on here to watch you talk.
Yeah, like the day of the election.
314,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Did you vote for Kamala Harris?
Yes, I voted for Kamala Harris. But I didn't
Just say it.
No, but I didn't say it until far after the election because I was like very critical of Kamala Harris, and I did not want to endorse her, and I stand by that for sure because I think it's I think that they completely fucked it up. They completely fucked up everything in the election. My criticisms of Kamala Harris were fairly prescient, and that's part of the reason why there were so many people writing in the mainstream about like all the things that I was warning about ahead of time. I mean, I never was like, oh, you should vote for Trump. Like, that's fucking insane. I always communicated to people that like you should not vote for Trump, no matter what you do. But I couldn't get myself to openly be like, I love Kamala Harris. You should vote for her. And I stand by that.
Yeah.
I think it would have been unprincipled and it would have been fucked up if I straight up celebrated or urged people to do that.
So you think celebrating a black woman is unprincipled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because of my racism.
There you go.
No, I think.
See how easy it is to do?
Yeah.
See how easy it is to do? I could do that easy. I could play that game all day. I don't play that game. Look, I understand. I think any criticisms of Kamala Harris are basically baked in criticisms of that wing of the Democratic Party. And I think that rather than people get mad and get into attack mode over those criticisms. It would be better to have conversations with those candidates and with the party about those criticisms and about how they grow from them and do better moving forward. Because obviously there are so many things that would be different right now. If Kamala Harris, you wouldn't have people getting pulled off the streets. You wouldn't have.
It would not. It would nowhere. Of course, it would not be as bad as it is. It's not even a question.
But
I also mentioned that as well. They kicked Hasan out of the DNC. Yeah, that's true. They did. They did
kick you out. What?
Yeah. So the Kamala campaign actually was pretty sweet on me initially.
Oh.
And they invited me to the DNC, even though the Democratic Party itself, the DNC itself, actually did not want me there. But I'm pretty sure the Kamala campaign actually like actively petitioned to bring me there. And then they've revoked my credentials the last day. But it was cool because like
who revoked your credentials?
The DNC finally was like,
DNC, Jamie? Why'd they do this?
oh my God.
You don't fuck with Jamie?
Just
talk your shit, man. Who cares?
No, I always do. I mean, they even didn't do this. What I was like talking shit about Obama. Like they were actually pretty. They were pretty open about my criticisms of Obama.
Hold on for a second.
Yeah,
you talk shit about who?
Barack Obama, Barack Hussein Obama.
BHO.
Listen, he's my people as well. From
what
that
are you talking about? How could you? How could you fix your mouth to talk any shit about BHO?
Sorry, if you're doing drone warfare and you're not punishing the Republicans,
he never did that. They made that up. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see that report?
Wait, what?
Did you see that report?
What report?
None of that ever happened.
No drone warfare.
Not one. It was a right wing hoax.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how Trump says that
made up.
that the Epstein files was a hoax.
Yeah.
All of that JSOX, that shit none of that happened. So
yeah, totally.
It never happened. It was a right wing hoax. They made it up.
Or he actually did criminally prosecute. He closed Guantanamo Bay.
All of that stuff happened.
He actually did criminally prosecute the previous administration for doing torture, all that stuff. Because like for me, I'm very understanding. Like there is obviously a lot of good there, of course. But my criticisms are the same as anyone else on the left. It's just like,
Let me ask you a question on
the
this.
surge in Iraq,
all this stuff.
All
this stuff. Let me ask you this. And let's all, as people, legitimately and honestly contend with this question. How good, by leftist standards, can an actual electable American president be? This is not
good
me
at all.
in any way shooting any bill. You guys, if you listen to Higher Learning,
I've said this before.
I'm all over Obama and all of that stuff. Like I'm not in any position.
I've said this before. If Bernie Sanders in 2016, by some stroke of God,
Bernie Sanders
was
took
able
a long
to
time to call it a genocide.
Yeah, that, but also even beyond him and his own personal opinions about Israel and like his own setbacks on that front, Bernie Sanders would still have advanced American imperialism. If people think that Bernie Sanders would be like anti-empire of any sort without like being assassinated instantly, you're out of your fucking mind. So like, I understand all that. So I'm very open about this. I grade politicians on a curve. Like if someone is actually early on calling Israel's genocide a genocide, but they're sometimes iffy on other aspects, like AOC being a great example. AOC was one of the first congresspersons to openly call what Israel was doing a genocide. AOC also had this big heated battle with Marjorie Taylor Greene a couple months past.
Marjorie Taylor King.
Oh God, I'm not gonna say that.
Marjorie Taylor King is her name. Marjorie Taylor King. She's one of the biggest peacemakers. She's one of the most important. She reaches across the aisle. She actually reaches around. She goes to reach around. Marjorie Taylor King. It's MTK. It's King.
Okay.
It's not Green.
Well,
it's King.
I won't say that. You can say that if you want. But when she was getting outflanked by Marjorie Taylor King,
MTK.
When she was getting outflanked by Marjorie Taylor Greene about offensive weapons and defensive weapons to Israel, I was like very critical. I was like, what are you doing? Like you cannot allow yourself to get outflanked, outwoked, if you want to call it that, by MTG of all fucking people.
Right.
Because she was because she was correct. Like the whole, offensive, defensive weapons conversation is fucking stupid. What do you mean? If they're doing a genocide and you agree that they're doing a genocide,
why would you fund it?
yeah, there's no world where you would be like, oh, and during World War II, there's people coming in now. Okay. During World War II, there was no point of contention around like whether we should give anti-aircraft weaponry to Nazi Germany. Mm-hmm. They're doing a genocide. We didn't even know that they were doing a genocide, but we were in war with them, right? Mm-hmm. So like, there was no contention on this issue. It was non-contentious. It would be ridiculous if someone was advocating for that. Mm. And it's the same with Israel.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's just, to me, it's just very important that everybody is just honest in their criticism. Be honest in your criticism and honest in your expectations. It's not as if I can blink and have Chomsky, which I guess I wouldn't want Chomsky.
Well, yeah, that's not. He's not.
There are
worst person to bring up today.
I want you guys to just realize there are no heroes. There are no heroes. The only heroes is fucking Captain America, and even Captain America himself, Steve Rogers, let his homie be in the dark about the fact that his other homie killed his homie's mom.
Yeah.
So even Steve Rogers is a bitch ass motherfucker. There are no heroes. Yeah. I'm looking through the files and I'm seeing Chomsky in there.
The heroes are dead. The heroes are fucking
they're
shit.
Dead. Like they're no fucking heroes. They're none.
They're the ones who died too soon. You know what I mean? They're not a lot. They weren't around.